If you truly wish to receive all that you desire from the universe, there's one essential mindset you must cultivate. Even if you've mastered detachment, released all craving, and held a serene inner state, you might still see no significant change in your life. And the reason could be an absence of what I call the receiving consciousness. Attraction doesn't begin with willpower or effort. It begins from a perspective of fullness, seeing yourself as someone who already has enough, perhaps even more than enough. But while that is the beginning, the fulfillment of this process lies in your subconscious ability to joyfully and naturally accept what flows in. There's no contradiction between having a calm, indifferent attitude and holding an open, grateful heart. In fact, when both of these qualities exist together, you awaken perhaps the most powerful mental state you can access. When you fully embody this dual nature, the idea of manifesting becomes redundant. It simply unfolds on its own. This principle isn't complicated. It's deceptively simple, so much so that you're tempted into dismissing it. Many spiritual seekers spend their entire lives pursuing detachment and humility, yet they rarely experience abundance in the material sense. Why? Because they never learned how to graciously receive. Deep within, a belief has likely been etched into their unconscious that owning or having is wrong. This emotional wiring programs their minds to equate wealth or abundance with guilt and to associate deprivation with moral purity. But here's the deeper truth. Once you've obtained the clarity to not be ruled by desire, you must next develop the capacity to receive with ease and gratitude. If your subconscious habit is to shrink away from blessings, those blessings will keep bouncing off. Let's look at this through an example. Imagine you're surrounded by people who consistently show you love. Over time, you trust that love. You no longer yearn for proof. Now suppose someone gives you a heartfelt gift. If you deflect it politely, saying you'll accept the thought but not the offering itself, the giver may feel hesitant to offer again. But if you receive it with joy and genuine thanks, that energy invites further generosity. That's why people enjoy giving treats to dogs. The dog accepts it fully, tail wagging, no guilt, no overthinking, just total presence and delight. It's that responsiveness that evokes even more giving. Now, visualize someone saying, "I appreciate it, but I feel uncomfortable taking it. I'll owe you." That subtle pushback creates emotional tension, and future offerings often dry up. A subconscious discomfort with receiving can create invisible walls between you and the things you want most. Remember this: no state of attraction is complete if it's built only on absence of desire and mental clarity. It becomes whole only when matched with an effortless willingness to accept what comes. If you've been working hard to draw in what you desire but still see no evidence of success, ask yourself, have I really allowed myself to receive yet? Here's the secret formula. I lack nothing, so I do not chase. But when life brings me more, I welcome it wholeheartedly. That is the vibration that unlocks flow. If a part of you still feels shame, fear, or unworthiness to accept, then that part of you will continue recreating lack. Learn from the dog who chews its treat with uncomplicated joy. No expectations, no burdens, just pure acceptance. Begin practicing this kind of receiving. Let go of guilt, release the reflex to repay, and instead allow yourself to simply be delighted. That joyful resonance signals the universe to continue the flow. When you hold both the detached mind and the receptive heart, attraction stops being theory. It becomes your experience. That's where the game of manifestation truly ends and your reality begins. This has been Mari's Mind Reset. Until next time, stay mindful.